So much difficulty tonight. Why is tonight so hard? Blah. Plan to stay indoors? That's probably safe. Let's get that Stream Raiders battle going. Oh, where did all those extra turkeys come from? Is it non-stop turkeys spawning? Yeah, I think it's non-stop turkeys until we take down the boss. Belfer's attacking with a different turkey. What is this? Golden Turkey War Beast. Got it. Jesse getting 11 kills. Where's Paldo with 9? Velfra 18 assists. Patty with 12. Princess Kasumi, where's Paldo? Copycat Prime getting the epic scrolls. What are we doing? Guess this all ends the same place, so maybe we'll go this way and get 2 chests. Oh, this is 2 chests. This is 3 chests. Oh, I guess we should go this way. Yep, I guess we'll go this way. I don't know, I guess I'll sort of sit in the middle. And we have transcoding? Well, maybe that's the apology for making me deal with all this stuff. My VODs are gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna have like tiny VOD snippets in the middle. We're back. We're back. Imagine Twitch pausing. Nope. Oh gosh. Oh no, wait, it's back. All right, good night, Crypto. Yeah, I'm guessing that it has to do with the Twitch servers getting hammered pretty hard. What if we tried Jackbox? Could be even worse. I mean, we could still play Jackbox, the game would continue. But the stream of it. Actually, if my internet connection goes down, then it's gonna die. Kakurembo, meaning hide and seek. Good job. Good job, subtitles. You are nowhere near close. Lions chat. Hello. What's up? Connection is currently up, but it keeps going down tonight. So it's kind of hit or miss. Conveying it more softly. It's not just softly, but also talking about something like with friends. Softly, and by softly I mean not volume, but what we're saying is a softer tone of voice. Like, it's an informal particle? Yeah, kind of. Basically, instead of saying, well, what color is it? It's red! Akai! That's a very harsh way to say it. So instead, akai no is a softer way to say it, to make it sound like you're not shouting, you're not yelling at them. You're like, no, this is the answer. Typically used more by women, the no, but you can use it with friends, male or female. That's fine. It's frustrating. I mean, I bet people at Twitch are freaking out too, because there's probably tons of people whose streams are going down. In fact, I wonder if that's why we got our different video quality options, because maybe enough people went offline that we got transcoding options back when I came back up. So whatever, we'll just deal with it as it comes. And thank you for sticking around, DigiWolf. Or what do you like being called? I know a lot of people in your stream were calling you Digi. I called you Mobius. What do you prefer? Still busy in Wild Abandon? Well, that's fair. Rough stream day, need a lot of hugs and hearts. Yeah, I do. I'm feeling a little bit frazzled from having my stream break down like 5 times. But also, in addition to explaining what name I should call you, was there something that you wanted to learn? Because you have said that you were really interested in learning Japanese. Spiretrans, you'll be back. Thanks for coming back. But also understand if you need to go. It's getting late. No need to go that far, Kakotora. You can supply them on the cheap. Afterthought, getting us bulk black market hugs. Digi's case started to like a lot. Mobius was the first name I come up for my son. It was only 50-50. So Digi? Okay. We'll call you Digi then, if that's what you like. Straight from Colombia? Yes. Afterthoughts got contacts. The underworld hug market. Zanfulf. Oh, that's so cute. What is that? Foxley. That's a cute mode. I don't need to sleep soon. There's no school. Ah, right. Because it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. Right. So, as I was saying before Twitch went down, unfortunately. I don't know if she apparently isn't even a furry. That's not the only time I've heard that, Zan. There are multiple streamers who have fox emotes, and then people call them furries. Like, I'm not a furry. Then why do you have fox emotes? Because I like foxes. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people who have emotes like that. A kilo of hugs. You want the good stuff. Copycat wants the primo hugs. But that's a furry. No, not if you don't identify as such. You're just a person who really likes having those as emotes. Quickly, is it possible to explain Nanoyo as for nouns and nouns? Yes. It's basically the same thing I explained up here, but softened for nouns and adjectives. But softened, yes. You want another minute? All right, we'll do another minute of Japanese. The problem with some of these minutes of Japanese, though, is that when people want an explanation in English, they can't get it because suddenly I'm speaking Japanese only. So that's why maybe I need to increase the amount of time between them. Oh, you're going to bed, Kakotora? All right. Have a good night. Furry is just a label, just if the person feels okay with it, you could tell somebody is a furry. I mean, it's an identity, but it's also... Defense about being a furry. How do they feel about them? Kind of, because, I mean, some people would be okay with it. Not necessarily that they hate furries, but that they possibly see it as a negative thing, or they are unclear on what a furry is. People who are like, I am not a furry, but I like surrounding myself with furry characters, is possibly indicative of the fact that maybe they think furry equals running around in a fursuit at a convention. Whereas majority of furries may not have a fursuit. Many furries may not even have a sona. We have furries who are in our community who don't have sonas, or up until recently didn't have them. Yes, our parts were stolen. Oh no, that's awful. Sorry to hear that, Zan. Copycat, a furry without a fursona. Yes, Copycat, Paldo also does not have a sona. Was thinking about getting one. I think I'm furry not cool enough. Furries don't have to be cool or not cool. It's about whether you identify as such. But the thing is, some people may not identify as furry, but may do everything else that furries do. So, while Lizalfos' comment about being defensive about being a furry may not be 100% spot on, I do think it is indicative of something related to it. Should be simple enough. Midi, the point is not whether it's simple or hard, also, but whether it is completely derailing the lesson, because it's kind of going out of what we're doing, or whether it's useful or not. Furries are sharing hugs and good vibes. I mean, looking at the most, like, basic, positive aspects of the furry community, why would you not want to be part of that? Or fluff without YIF is completely separate, MIDI. It's not part of the definition of furry. It's an association, it's a connotation of furries, but only 16% of furries say that yiffing and mersuiting is the main reason why they're in it. 16% is a very small minority. We're talking about less than 1 in 5. Trying to label others, let them label themselves. Self-identifying is part of it, but it's also very weird when people do everything that furries do and insist that they're not furry. It's kind of weird. I think the partial itself was just a cheapy furbid thing. It was an affordable placeholder that's close enough for me to work. I'll have a fursuit commission, but the play is put out on a definite high end. Ah! But that means you have a fursuit full suit coming. That's awesome. Some aspects which are internal, some are external. That's true. I mean, part of identifying with the group, even though you share the behavior, sometimes people don't want to do that simply because they have negative connotations or are afraid of identifying with the group. Yeah, be positive. Subtitle got mercy, that's kind of impressive. It's impressive the subtitles get things that you don't think they would. Like we talked about when we were talking about sexuality, that there are men who sleep with other men and say that they're straight. And other people are like, hey, you can't say that. You're really enjoying sex with men, but they are hetero-romantic, but they have sex with men because, not because they're necessarily attracted to them, but because they find it convenient. Same with being gay. If a guy only has sex with men, is only ever in relationships with men, and identifies as a man, how can he not be gay? Because he doesn't want to associate with them. Because sometimes there are negative connotations of that, or social barriers to that. Mutual masturbation. Sometimes it's full-on sex, Zan. Valdir, hi. How are you? Yeah, so some people in that situation, they insist on identifying as straight. All the benefits enjoyed, none of the drawbacks. That's not Dropbox. Silly. It's funny we could say a man sleeping with another man who isn't gay could be queer, but that word is lost in meaning time to mean negative or off slang term for gay. It's not that it's lost its negativity, it's that the LGBTQ community is trying to reclaim it, but it still has a lot of negativity. It's cruel to those who do identify as such. That's true. It's a tail, it's a butt. It's a butt and a tail. And again, I still have to ask Twitch whether I should get my automatic upload back soon. I've counted my streams. I definitely should have gotten it by now. Step 1, get auto upload back. 2, upload but. Step 3, something for profit. I think everyone would profit from my butt. Having fun with a man once is not gay in my opinion. That's called experimenting. But I'm talking specifically, Mitty, about men who have sex with men regularly, like once a week or more, and then saying, no, I'm straight. Not the same. The furry label is sometimes more like a hobby, and a personality. Sexuality is more complex. That's true. A hobby, a personality, identity. Yeah, Paldo brought up this example before. A person who's tried pickles and doesn't like them, or who dislikes pickles but never tried them. That's true too. I said something, man, as in the vein of certainty. Furry culture is a subculture like any other, just like most people on the outside look at it as a sexual thing. That's very true. I've had to explain to more than a couple people that it's not a sexual thing. But like many subcultures, people latch onto the most negative thing and think that applies to everybody. Like, for example, the emo subculture, people think, oh, it means dark eyeshadow, dyeing your hair black, crying in your basement and cutting yourself, when it's more about the emotions, processing emotions, about a bit of a rebel subculture. It's a little bit hipstery, but they would also hate that comparison. Because that's how you basically discovered you could be asexual. Yeah. That can be a thing. But we've also had someone in the community who basically identified very strictly as asexual and then met someone that they wanted to be sexual with. So it depends. Sometimes it's situational, sometimes it's relational, sometimes it's a medical condition. Sometimes it's a side effect from medication. I had a friend who was taking sleeping medication, and he said it killed his sex drive. He like absolutely was not interested. Second boyfriend turned out to be asexual. It took him 5 years to learn that. I think he would still be okay with the physical relationship with the correct person, but he's still learning. Yeah, I mean, there are various reasons for it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not my connection. If while my stream goes down, Pretzel's still working, obviously my internet is fine. It's a good topic too. We can go back to it. So for some people, being asexual is a physiological thing. It's either a problem of low libido, and that's possibly a hormonal thing. For some people, it is... Great. Oh, and it's down, and it's up. It's back up again. This is very stressful, having it do this. Storm Twitch? I don't think that would do anything. If the problem is that they're getting hit with a DDoS attack or something like that. I mean, I assume that Twitch has enough like backup servers that it's not like faulty hardware or anything. Physical ideation is a central aspect of the culture which sets it apart from other subgroups. For many, its physical and sexual liberty is inextricably tied to the LGBT community. I think it's more especially sexual, not utterly or principally sexual. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. We're talking about ideals in that sense, Baldo. Afterthought is talking about the furry community being the ideals or best sense of self. However, I don't think necessarily that it is definitely tied statistically to the LGBTQ community, and I don't think that is necessarily having to do with sexuality, but it is finding acceptance, finding a community where any sort of fringe culture or identity can be fringe identity can be accepted as mainstream in that culture. Yeah, never buy a sub on mobile. It does $2 more? Blah. Wow, they've raised it. Used to be $1, but I think it's maybe $2. So Commodore is going to bed. All right. Good night, Commodore. It needs to only be $1. I think it also depends on region and currency. Copycat. I think people who are in Europe, because of the euro conversion plus the extra $1, they may get hit with $2. In PC it's 6 and here 850. Are you in the EU? The sex is more central than in Star Trek. I would say it's actually quite... Oh, you're in Canada. Still, there may be... So actually, that's not a bad comparison, though, Afterthought. Using Star Trek as an analogy, in the sense that what is Star Trek about? It's about finding people of other cultures and finding the commonalities and similarities and accepting them. And I would say that is more the overriding concept in Star Trek, and I would say that's the overriding concept in furry community as well. It so happens that the minorities that are finding acceptance in the furry community are overwhelmingly LGBTQ. But that does not mean that the furry community is inherently sexual. That sexuality and sexual nature are different. Let's make that as a very I think that's a very salient and important distinction to make. $7 on PC. Woof. But then again, that's $7 in Canadian dollars, right? So what's the exchange rate on Canadian dollars? $1.30. So that doesn't explain the difference. Well, so $5 US then would be $6.50 Canadian. So yeah, there's no reason why it should be a full $7. Yeah, so they're marking it up because of exchange rates, maybe? Sexuality is inherently human and will pervade every subculture. I think sexuality is definitely a part of human culture, but we don't want to exclude people who are asexual. People who are either physiologically not interested or even related to sex. You have people who are physically incapable of sex, who are castratos, for example, or like, what is the difference between someone who can and someone who doesn't? Japan Thanksgiving is actually the same day. They make Thanksgiving the same day in Japan. Yeah, $1 US is 130. I just looked it up on Google. Statistically significant is not the same as inherently significant. I think that's a mathematical point we might need to make here. And stereotypically, it's caused a lot of backlash for the community, yes. I mean, the furry community has always been a way for us to be more human, ironically enough, as we get to truly express ourselves the way we wish we could. Well, that's the topic that Afterthought was talking about ideation. About striving for ideals, which means it's not necessarily so much about, well, I guess it is sort of being more human, in the sense that we are able to shed some of our inhibitions. And by being less inhibited, we can be more human. Sexuality is a need that needs to be met. It needs to be healthy, much like physical, mental health, spirituality, social needs. So but not everyone. It is a need, but not everyone has that same need, though. Alright, got our battle in. Velfra, 66 kills. Yikes. Monroe Kelly with 29. Monroe Kelly, 56 assists. And Darth Coat with 28. Our end of battle rewards go to Copycat Prime, Princess Katsume, and Velfra. We're going to go this way so we can hit 3 chests along the way. What? We've got a werewolf in here? Alright. Right. What time do you go till and the time zone? So I'm in Pacific time zone. I usually go until about 2 a.m. Although I was getting a little bit discouraged by how frequently the internet was going, or our connection to Twitch was going out. That's the way I say it. I know it's a weird take. Acceptance, I would say, is the primary ideal of the furry community. That in accepting, therefore, we are less inhibited. Honestly, privileged because furry satisfies the human need for something spiritual easily just by having a fursona. I mean, not necessarily spiritual. It is taking care of the need or the desire to be different, to become ideal, and is partially something that you would strive for. Yeah, I don't have a problem with werewolves in here. Extent goes beyond your future, all which you evolved to have. Well, it's almost like not just the ideal self, but going beyond that to the ideal community. I think the needs are not sexual needs, but relational needs. Ends at 5 a.m. for you. Yes, if you're East Coast. So you are Canadian East Coast time. Yeah. So I would say it's almost that village upon a hill. Yeah. Well, city upon the hill. The shining city upon the hill. So the furry community is the ideal, which accepts us, allowing us to become our ideal selves. That's an idea that's worth exploring, I think. You believe you're a hunk of flesh on a rock, your mental health will tank. You have to believe in something even if it's fake. Alright. Let's think about that. So, talking about having a healthy sense of ego, then. Talking about self-esteem, talking about the sense of self, and needing to have a healthy self-identity. Like an animal version of yourself? Well, I mean, that's kind of... Well, depends on how you want to talk about that, though, because I was invoking the ego. If you're talking about Freudian model of the mind, the animal version of self is actually considered the more primitive. Which is funny because as furries, looking at the animal as the ideal sense of self is sort of flipping Freud's model on its head. That we're looking at the human as the primitive, as the sometimes hateful and prudish and unaccepting, where the animal sense, so we're talking about the id in Freud's model, the id is considered the primal slash animal. We want to be primitive? No, we don't want to be primitive. We want to be evolved. Hope and faith are things humans have used to drive ourselves for a very long time. But again, we're looking at the ideals, and hope and faith are definitely motivators for the ideal. That the ideal is what drives people forward because they think, wow, we're mucking around in the dirt, but we could be better. We can strive to be better. I feel that we are very primitive right now. I want us to succeed that. I feel that fur community helps with that. Well, and it's so it's a motivation, and that goes to that city on a hill idea. Reassessment of the superego then. Kind of. So the superego, for those of you who are not familiar with Freudian theory, is that sense of ideals, the sense of ethics and motivations that separate the id and the hunger from the ego, the sense of self. Where the superego is supposedly like that which keeps the ego from falling into the id. You're saying F because of the stream? My stream connection's fine. We did get kind of far afield here. Oh, where is this silly kanji? There's so many kanji for she. It's frustrating. Oh, there it is. Stop. Not a thing to be born of pretentious and ignorance, which it so often is. It should be a thing to make us kinder people. To subvert our selfishness. Well, but again, after the ideas of faith, which many associate with pretentiousness and ignorance, is again a subversion throughout history of man's baser instincts. Are you talking about the superego? What do you think to make us kind of people? It's supposed to. It's supposed to moderate the id. That is doing its job correctly. But I know a lot of people poo-poo the Freudian model, but in the sense that you're talking about, that we have the id with its hungers and appetites, we have the ego sense of self, and the superego, which is supposed to moderate the id. The problem is that a lot of people are choosing to ignore the superego and choose the id. If we look at what are the things that motivate a lot of people in society? Well, you're talking about money, sex, drugs, food. Like, these are not necessarily conflate the id for superego. Yeah, those become their ideals. That basically what you're describing after is you're describing a hedonistic lifestyle. You really failed that one, subtitles. Hedonism. There we go. I would argue that a lot of people have traded their ideals for hedonism. That having fun and feeling good become their ideals. Is being furry hedonistic then? Is it better than that? An interesting point. It is about having fun, but it is... So I would say that characterizing hedonism as just as having fun and seeking fun is an incomplete concept. I would say that it is a overly simplistic concept. That hedonism specifically is self-destructive pleasure seeking. We're talking about gambling. We're talking about taking drugs. We're talking about gluttony. We're talking about any kind of like addiction, seeking constant pleasure. But the thing is that that's where we're saying that it is self-destructive, Shad. In that self-destructive in that you are ignoring the balance, you are ignoring your other needs. Twitch censored it? Wow. There are so many other things that people can say, and hedonism gets censored. Okay. We could go do kind words. Maybe not for the entire night, but we could do it for a little bit. We could definitely go do a little bit of this if that's what people want. That's one suggestion. I don't know if everyone wants to do that. Normally we do get into our Jackbox at this time of night. What do people want to do? Let me open it up to everyone. A poll? What is kind words? So you weren't here. So Kind Words is a game that's on Steam. I found it recently. Some people know about it. It's kind of an older game. And basically all it is it's like a kindness simulator. People write about their problems. And we respond with positive letters. Yeah, we did it a little bit last stream. We did it for about an hour. But then I think a lot of people, like, some people were actually not happy with it because they were saying it's very emotional. Some people are writing about some very heavy problems and they're like, I don't want to get involved in this. And other people are like, oh, this is very cool. It has very calm music. It's lo-fi beats in the background, and you just sit there and you write letters. It's $5 on Steam. Oh, also, I might mention that the Steam sale, the autumn sale, just went live this morning. And so there are probably a lot of games that went on sale, including Face Rig went on sale. It is now 50% off. Well, darn it. Kind Words just went on sale to $4, so I just lost $1. Phooey. So it's not a group game. It's a single-player game, but I streamed it during my last one. I just showed it on screen and asked what kind words people wanted to say. Yeah, I just looked it up on Steam, and like, I just bought it like 2 days ago. Problem is, do I want $1 off? Do I ask for a refund and then buy it again? I don't really want to be that cheap. It's $1. Get your dollar. So I feel like the Japanese lesson has sort of sputtered to a halt. Don't do that. Yeah, well, hopefully the extra $1 will, at least some portion of the $1 will go to the developers. $1's 3 big pieces of bread over here. That's pretty cheap. You're back. Welcome back, Beetle. So it sounds like we're getting some people who are saying that they would like to do kind words, at least for a little while. We may switch over to Jackbox again. Does that sound fair? Open for accent request. Kind of. We'll see. We will try out the kind words. Yeah. Oops, now I'm in front of the subtitles. There we go. So you want me to play kind words and do the serial killer voice? That's an interesting request. Hey, I got some thanks from for a letter I wrote. I wrote a couple of letters. Actually, after the last stream, I actually went back and played this for a little longer and wrote a couple more letters. Did I get another sticker? I got a pop can. Nice. Oh, I got another kitten plunk. All right, so let's see. Let me get my timer ready. All right. So I'm gonna sound like Batman for a bit. The local serial killer sends you some kind words before killing you. Yes. This was maybe an accent I don't do very much. Yes. So let's look at some of the requests. This one seems just like a note. I'm a very passive person, but I've been having these very aggressive feelings towards these two online individuals I know. Their presence just tends to make me feel very off-put, but they haven't done anything to me. I'm not really sure why I feel like this. It's time for pegging. Alright, now that I've said it, it does sound a little weird. I feel like I'm trying to do the voice from the, Mr. what was his name? Plimpkin? From Red Letter Media. Do we want to take this letter, or do we want to try a different one? Struggling with so many intricate rare issues all colliding in things like my abusive household is making it so I can't go to the ER if I need to, and I'm not even certain if I'm going to get the inpatient stay I need in December. I'm so scared and I can't get the help I need. That's a heavy one. The tough letter help with? Yeah. I mean, dealing with abusive family, that's always really heavy. I often feel lonesome at work because I am part of the management team. I cannot fraternize with the employees. I cannot be their friend and boss at the same time. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I don't think it's impossible. I just think that some management styles feel that they need to separate themselves. Let's take this one? Alright. Get ready for a letter. Dun dun dun. You like that, AMTP? Alright. Dictation? Yes. Dear mail carrier, why am I getting the threats sent in the mail returned to me? No. Right. What do you want to say here? If anyone does a better job than you, I'll kill you. What kind of encouragement do we want to give this person? This person B. I mean, there is a problem with... The problem is that sometimes as a manager, if you are fraternizing, if you're friendly with them, sometimes your employees will start to take advantage of you. They may feel, oh, well, they're my friend. Like, this is okay. I can get away with it. And they start pushing the boundaries, in which case, sometimes you're like, well, now if I pull rank on them, if I act like a manager, then they're not going to want to be my friend anymore. Are we practicing helping people? We are, Spider Trans. But this letter's tough. Friends with my boss back at the arcade I worked at, but I also tried to be friends with the big boss of the whole store, and it was a weird feeling when he had to go from buddy to chewing my head off for stupid stuff. Yeah, it's a balancing act, being a boss and a friend. I feel like if you're going to be management, you have to accept you're not going to be able to be friends with your employees. I don't know if it's not able to, but just not able to a lot of the time. And you do have to sort of figure out whether you want to primarily be a friend or primarily be a boss. I mean, typically you want to be a friend with everybody, but then you may not get stuff done. Manager will need to fire someone and the emotional connection makes it difficult. Exactly. Not even necessarily needing to fire someone, but needing to make tough decisions. Gotta be friendly to your employees and coworkers. It's just important to remember that when you need to be their friend and a boss. Which means that if you're management, I think you have to kind of, if it comes down to a 50-50 split, I think you have to lean towards being a manager. Because that is the role you're being paid to do. Yes, being a friend to somebody at work is great. It certainly makes work feel less like work. But you're being paid to work. And being paid as a manager means that you have to manage people. If being friends with people under you means that you're not being a manager, then you're not doing what you're being paid to do. Of course, now I'm out, I realize all that friend stuff and lunches was just for personal gain for him to keep me on and try and get me to rank up. Maybe, I don't know this exact situation, Beetle, but it can be both. I mean, I've had bosses who try to be like, yeah, we can do better for you. We can try to get you more stuff. Always been a manager and boss first. How about if you're being a good boss, your employees are going to respect you even if you can't have the fraternization you would like? Well, but respect is nice if you're a good boss, but then you're falling into kind of the same problem though. If you think they respect you, will you also possibly not be able to pull the trigger when you need to? Also, I need to change the game. You can't be friends with employees as a manager, but that doesn't mean you can't relax and have chill times with each other. Well, I mean, I think that's sort of what we've been saying, Shad, that you have to be their boss first and foremost, but when it's not conflicting with being a manager, you can be friendly with them. Broken Shadow, hello. Best advice I could give this person is be friendly to your coworkers, be nice to them. At the end of the day, they're your coworkers, not friends. Get friends outside of work so there's less drama. Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you also have people who are like, you shouldn't date anyone from your office, but those are the people you run into, and those are the people you build connections to. So sometimes you can't avoid it, but it does get messy. You can't pull a trigger when you need to, then you're not a good boss, and it's okay for people to learn that about themselves, and not everyone can be a leader and a friend at the same time. Yeah. Well, let's put it this way. I think that's why Jimmy Carter was an awful president, but is an amazing person. He's so nice that he does not want to make the hard decisions that may involve hurting somebody. I think good friends shouldn't let you down as manager or employee. There can be a hierarchy, and if there's friendship, that friendship should allow for the hierarchy. Friends can respect that distinction. Good friends should know that there's always going to be a little bit of a gap, but that the gap does not have to be absolute, I think. That friends will know that it's not personal, that the job requires it of you. But friends should also not try to take advantage of the friendship. I don't think they're incompatible, but I think that they can sometimes run the two roles into each other head to head. Flexibility and compartmentalization. Yes, ideally that's what you should be able to do. When it sits down with them and get awkward and bad and everyone to the office seems to be 100 times worse. I think it's sometimes worse because you can't step away from each other. Like, if you have friends and you have a fight with them, you kind of give each other space and you don't see each other. But if you're at the office, you have to see each other. This isn't a question for me. I guess I'm too jaded when it comes to work relations. I would never want to hang out with my boss. I can see that. I can see some people who never want to do that. If they're taking advantage, they're not friends. Yeah, if they're taking advantage, then they're using you. Then they're using that against you. I mean, one example of what Copycat is talking about is... I know I'm using TV, and TV's not exactly... So, are you all familiar with the Mythbusters? Wow, it capitalizes it. Good job, subtitles. Battle, please? That's true. I should do that. So, the Mythbusters... I'm talking about the original Mythbusters. I'm talking about Jamie Heineman and Adam Savage. They had great chemistry on stream. They seem like best friends on set, and they never hung out with each other off set. They're like oil and vinegar. They separate as soon as possible. Let me take care of this and I'll read your message, Beetle. Velfra 8 kills Sufali Avia with 5 assists. Second place goes to me, Paldo Jesse with 3 kills, and Starskunk with 3 assists. Bonuses going to Copycat Prime, Badger, and Starskunk, was it? Next battle. Happened to me, scared for my life. Scared me for... Scarred me for life, and it sucked because I still had to go back to work every day and see them again and again, even after things went south. Dark Souls probably so it was not pleasant. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. So I think overall we're saying that it's not impossible to be friends, but that being friends is a luxury. That when the rubber meets the road, you have to be their boss. That when you are afforded the option to be their friend, you can, but it has to be second to being the boss. Is that what we want to go with? It's not impossible, it's about Naruto. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, it is indeed Thanksgiving for a lot of people. Still got 10 minutes. Yeah, for those of us on the West Coast, it's not quite Thanksgiving, or even further if you're in Alaska or Hawaii, but for Americans, the majority of Americans, it is already Thanksgiving. Yes. Say that it's not impossible to fraternize with the people under you, but it's a delicate balancing act. A luxury that you can only afford when it doesn't conflict with your managerial role. Thinking is one of the holidays where I don't really understand why we still spread it. I'm here for the food. Being thankful, being grateful is definitely something that we need more of. And yes, it's sort of devolved into a gluttony festival. What with the overeating and Black Friday. But I mean, like, if you imagine going back to when you were a kid, actually, kids are pretty greedy for the toys too, but you remember back in school when they told you to make lists of things that you were grateful for? I think that's something that we need to do more often, that we should all take time and think, I'm actually pretty well off. And something that a lot of Americans are not aware of, even if you're kind of poor for an American, maybe even under the poverty line. When you look at documentaries, people in Southeast Asia or Africa, some of them live on like $2 or $3 a day. Or some of them earn that much, and then they have to make that stretch for their whole family. Yes, the cost of living is very different, but, you know, people who are struggling to survive with what they have, you're still better off than many, many people. Saying it doesn't feel thankful anymore, the history around is kind of blah. I agree that being thankful is good, especially as such warmth, but that's just my opinion. No. I understand. Like many things that have become holidays, we're missing the original point and we're missing the original sentiment, and we do we should have to think about what the original idea is and being thankful. I'm higher up for one day, but stepped down for the same reason. I felt that everyone saw me different. I hated it. I walked in the room and get quiet. I was going to hear something and fire them, so I backed down. There was no pay raise, so it was an easy choice and felt better. Oh, there you go. I mean, no pay raise, more responsibility, more downside to it. The only reason to stay in such a job would be if you got some kind of, like, it's good, maybe good for your resume or good for your career, but you go too far. Also just down over here. What? Super thankful for what I have now, but growing up poor has really given me that perspective. That's true. I think a lot of people don't have that. I think... What does the fox say? Slyfox, how was your stream? And what were you streaming? I know you posted it in the promotion channel, but I forgot what it was. You got a healthy, palatable dinner tonight and a shirt of one tomorrow and the next, then you're doing okay by world standards. Oh yes. Food instability is a huge problem even in the US, which is something that I've learned. One of the things that actually makes me kind of upset is looking at how much food gets thrown away. Hotshot racing with giveaways. Oh, that's fun. You didn't have dinner? You never have had dinner? Say what? Arcade was a living hell to work for. Very low point mine, so I'm glad to be out of it. Went back, hope they changed. Doubt it though. It's possible that a lot of arcades are just gone. So when you look at produce, like in a store, they throw out a lot of the bruised, irregular fruit. And so I think they said that they throw out like 20 to 40% of fruit. And the farmers don't want to, but they know that the people that buy the fruit from them will never take it. Like, you get some Steam codes to give to the community. Awesome! I struggle to distinguish between thankfulness for my good fortune and guilt for the same. But that's partly where paying it forward comes from. If you've been blessed with good fortune, sometimes giving back or giving to charity can help you with that, Paldo. Nice, selfless, sweet foxo is an anchor in the community. What? I'm no anchor. Playing the game's title? Oh, no, no, no. That's exactly what we're playing. You should really just think you can use your good fortune to help others. Exactly. Copycat definitely knows about that. So, I mean, one thing that I saw in Japan was when you went to the grocery store, they would have a very small section. Sometimes it was like a cardboard box with some of the irregular fruit, and they would put it on discount. At least it got sold instead of being just rotting on the ground. A lot of farmers, a lot of like people who have orchards, like sometimes the fruit will fall from the tree and they just leave it there. It gets wasted. Wheelie Husky? What does the fox say? Thank you for the host, Wheelie Husky. It's upsetting? It is. Some breads still sell their old bread for a discount or for free or give to the ducks. And that's another thing that is also upsetting. So actually one of the things, I think it was Johnson, President Johnson, passed a law that said that food given in good faith you cannot be prosecuted over, which is, if you ask grocery stores, like, why don't you give away your extra produce? Why don't you give away the meat, the bread that doesn't sell? And they say, well, we don't want to get sued if somebody gets sick from it. But that law that Johnson passed basically said, if it was good when you gave it, you can't be prosecuted for it. And there's a lot of food unstable families who'd be happy to take that from them. However, that's just a cover that they just don't want to worry about distribution. They don't want to take the manpower for it. Which is why there are some local... Why is that still a law? It's not a law. It's a law saying that you can give things away and not be prosecuted for it. You can give it away. So the law is actually a good thing. The law is saying that you should give away your food and not worry about getting prosecuted for it if somebody happens to get sick. The grocery stores just throw it out. They take their extra food and they throw it in the trash. But there are local groups that will go to the grocery stores and collect the food. We have a couple here in this San Francisco area. I forgot what it's called. Let me look up. Groups that collect expired food. So they call it food rescue. There's different groups that do it. City Harvest, Waste No Food, Feeding America. Yeah, some of these will go to... Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Lamb. Some of them will go to the farmers and with the orchards, and they'll pick up some of that stuff. Trying best to stay positive? Yes. But it shouldn't just be left as a systemic issue. It should, but the thing is that grocery stores are private businesses. We can't force them to give it away. We can't force them to spend employee work hours to deal with it. So instead, they usually just throw it out. But that's why local food pantries will sometimes go and collect these things themselves. What is, if your focus is solving world hunger, you're going to live a very unfulfilled life. You need to set your sights on things that are more attainable. Well, I mean, you can't solve world hunger, but you can try to solve, or at least take a bite out of local problems. A lot of us cannot affect things on a world scale. But we have to try. Some of the ways that we can affect the world is by encouraging others to do what they can on the local scale. I was grocery store in the trash cheaper, but sometimes not very good. Yeah. Solve your community's hunger. Yeah, you try to do the best you can. Let's finish this letter. We can still talk about this. Not alone. Yeah, you definitely need help. Because sometimes you need more volunteers. gonna grab my late lunch. I'll leave a lurk while I work on things. Thank you, Slyfox. Thank you for hopping in here and giving us a host. Hotshot Racing, indeed. I've never actually played that. I assume it's a driving game. Still help on the letter, but it's bedtime here, 3 a.m., and tomorrow's a big dinner. Yep. Better get your eating pants on. Good night, everyone. Good night, Kunin. Thanks for hanging out here today. Citizen B. Good evening, citizen. There's that angry soda can. I think I'm still going to give my winged cat, though. I think that's going to be how I sign off most of my letters. Are we okay with this letter? How are you today, citizen? Are you looking forward to Thanksgiving? Send it off with a kiss. There we go. A chef kiss. It's perfecto. Mwah. That sounds more like poetry. Not too bad. Not particularly, but I'm not humbugging. Should be a good dinner. Yeah. There's still always things to be thankful for. One of the things to be thankful for is that you have dinner. Be thankful that you are in good health, especially during a pandemic. I don't know if I can address this one because I haven't had panic attacks. I don't want to be insensitive to this one. And that's a thank you note. I don't think it needs a response. How does kind words work? So, I mean, kind words, you basically have an option to view requests. These are requests that people have made. You can make requests if you're feeling down or if you're having a problem, and people will write to you. So you just go view requests. Depression. I'm not really qualified to talk about depression either. Thankful for the friendships I have made in the furry fandom. Absolutely. Furry friends are some of the best. Still trying to process what you said earlier about living a fulfilled life. Well, this seems to be a private conversation unless you want us to get involved. Yeah, I'm not qualified to talk about depression. A lot of people talk to me about depression, but I don't know if I should be giving a lot of advice on it. Toxic house with mother and brother. Stay on the computer 24/7 to avoid them. Legally blind, can't drive. Moved away 3 years ago and always on the computer because it's safe space. I want to stop. But what do you do? If you are legally blind, like, getting out and about can be dangerous. Thankful for you. Aw, thank you, Beatlesman. So many that I feel like I'm not qualified to talk about. Assisted living? That's a possibility. That's actually probably a good idea. But the thing is, do they have the money for assisted living? They would probably have to get insurance to take care of that because they would basically be disabled. Social Security? Social Security would only offer something if they've paid into it. It's possible, if they've been legally blind their whole life, that they won't have paid into it. We're writing to real people here, yes. You can get government assistance, but I don't know if that would be enough. If you're not sure how much assisted living costs, like, I've looked into it because, like, you know, parents are getting older, and grandparents, you know, when they had to be in there, sometimes, depending on the assisted living you're in, you're talking between $3,000 and $6,000 a month to pay for that. And a lot of people cannot afford that. If you're going for really fancy, it goes even higher. But for people who are trying to retire and they want to plan about going into assisted living, there are actually people, instead of going into assisted living, there's like one lady who just cruises around the world. So much troll potential here? Well, there's a report button actually in the lower left here. So if somebody's being a troll, you can report that. Listen to these people who are younger to socialize with. And that's why being on the computer is not necessarily a bad thing. They want to stop using the computer. But the alternatives are very expensive. You would need an assistant to help them around. And you don't want to like make a friend just for the purpose of assisting a blind person. Because that would seem like you're using them. Your seal seems most practical? Yeah. I kind of agree, but I don't know if I want to touch that one. Went through a pretty rough breakup during the summer. Our relationship lasted a couple of years, and the holidays meant a lot to us. Now that the holidays are rolling around again, I feel like they're just tinged with a bit of sadness. No one out of life knows is something that can't be attained currently. I'll figure out hopefully. Thanks for the message. Oh, okay. I'm glad you two talked it out. This seems easier to talk about. I mean, I think this is fairly normal. This one is safe? Shall we do this then? Alright. What do we want to say to this person? How do we want to approach this? Talking about breakups. Yeah, Spider Trends. You can DM. There's a lot of people who are willing to give advice. You can put it in the advice channel. Press volunteer time. Giving is good when you're depressed. That's an idea. Yeah. That's an idea. That's a pretty good idea. Volunteer. I mean, volunteering, like especially at like a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter, is also really good if you're feeling like you need to give back, that you are taking things for granted. breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper? Why do I need a dinner and a supper? Generally, I only eat like a meal and a half these days, which is why I think I've lost a lot of weight. When you comedians want thinking serving dinners, gloves and socks for the homeless? Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's an idea. I would probably say something about, since this was just over the summer, and man, there are going to be a lot of people who experienced a breakup this year. This year has been awful for relationships because it's very stressful, and so a lot of people broke up because they're like, I can't deal with this, and especially if they're not able to meet. Even if it was a local relationship, maybe it turned into a long distance relationship because they're not supposed to get together. So but I mean, we can combine the two ideas. Went from local to super local. Yeah. Well, I mean, basically it becomes a long distance relationship because some people are stuck to phone calls and texts. All me? Well, let's combine them. Let's combine these ideas then. I'm sorry to hear about your breakup. It's eventually, I think you'll have to mourn the loss the same as you would losing a loved one. It'll always be not so much a breakup issue as cliche as it is. Finding the furry community has helped me a lot during being a third selection. I think finding support community is a good start. Yeah, that's another thing. It'll always be a painful scar, but it will fade over time. Perhaps what you need. A million people, you'll find another sooner than you think. There's someone out there for everyone, and who knows, they may be even better. That's true. Perhaps what you need to do is to stay active during the holidays. Maybe go volunteer or give food or clothing to the homeless so that you can celebrate the holidays while kind of giving focused on the good. Or sort of, yeah, there you go. That's a good phrase. From a perspective of gratitude. Yep, I like it, citizen. Finding a supportive community or activity group can also help take your mind off things. I hope you find what you need. Be mindful of advising giving while depressed though. Time, yes, but can be wary of similar that can skyrocket and become self-destructive. Yeah. I mean, time and objects and money are all related. It's giving of yourself. I assume that they won't, like, sell their house and, like, give that away. Possibly online. Right now. Just saying. Just saying. Thanksgiving letter. I mean, that's possible. Could look at that one. Are people enjoying this, or is this dragging too much? I think we're getting some helpful discussions while we're doing this, too. Off for now, we'll try to catch you tomorrow. I am not on until Saturday, but we do have a movie night on Fridays, Digi. So, I don't stream every day. But, again, fun 3D art. You can watch them with what they're doing, and I think they would answer questions. Digi seems to like to give tutorials on what they're doing and how they're doing it. So if you've been interested in how to art, go check him out. He lives in the UK, which is why the hours are weird. But yeah. Love y'all. Take care. Have a good one, Digi. So you said you think you're good, as in you're okay with stopping this, or you think you're good continuing? That phrase is not very clear. Not sure what you meant after. Okay with stopping. Okay. It's an ambiguous phrase. I'm sorry, it's not. It's a problem with English and how it's used rather than anything that you said particularly. Boop. Angry soda can. I think it promotes good discussion, but seems like not a lot of people are into it. Yeah, I think so. I think that might be the case. Ah, what was with that? Oh my gosh. They periodically eject pieces of meat or worse. Why would I want that in my room? Third Kitten Plunk sticker. One or two stream? Alright, that's fair. Shall we go to our Jackbox then? Oops. Nope. Nope, nope. Time for battle. In the meantime, I will get the Jackbox ready. Aldo getting 6 kills, Velfra with 5, Beatlesman 9 assists, Velfra and Copycat Prime with 6. Congratulations. Beatlesman, Copycat Prime getting some common scrolls, but 3 of them. Golden Turkey. Time for the Golden Turkey. Let's see, what do I need? I think I just need to keep cycling between all 3 of these. Nothing. I need a discussion. Have fun. Yeah. Glad you got what you needed, Spider Trends. Jackbox. Oh, I got the indie tag while Kind Words is up. Alright. Johnny Benny for Jackbox? Yes. Welcome, Johnny Benny. Drake the Drekkie. Are we ready for games? Are you game to play? Get your Jackbox windows ready. I'm doing that right now, which is why I'm telling you to do it.
I'm just saying that why don't we point all our satellites at the Pacific Northwest and we'll settle this once and for all.
You want to use all of our satellite resources on finding big.
You're game?
Yeah.
You're gay?
That is the worst idea I've ever heard.
Are you all gay
Should
to
be
play?
looking for Chupacabra.
What?
They pose
Here
a
comes
way
the
to
room
those
code for
Don't
Jackbox
you care about
espionage.
Bigfoot?
Don't you care about goats?
3, 2, 1. Boom.
Agent Hawthorne, if you could, act naturally and report to observation.
You're gay to game? Or are you too gay to game? Maybe. We'll see. Got 4 people.
Okay, intern, let me just set up your camera
Drake?
monitoring system. Here
Do
we
you
go.
want to play?
Oh, nice. I'll be doing surveillance for
Johnny
a water
Benny?
park.
Awesome. Oh, no, 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 no. These are
You're very
cameras
fruity?
attached to bidets.
Are you a fruit punch?
You've got bidets for days. That's a good one.
Citizen
Anyway,
B
have fun
has
with the
entered
crabber
the
cams.
lobby. Fly the Fox, I thought you were going to bed. or you had stuff to do.
High five. Breathe it in.
Drake's in. Yay, we got 7. Sly Fox properly using a mask.
You've reached the voicemail of
Good.
General Office Building. Our office is currently closed because again,
Grip the
you're
controller
just
with your
typical
grape-shaped
office
hands.
business. If
I thought
want
you were
your
maybe
party's
more of a
attention,
mango.
Enter it now and then explain to us how you got that intel. We only need to know for regular office reasons.
All right.
Nothing else.
Here we
Please
go.
leave a message at the beep because we certainly haven't been.
Here at the government,
Love
we are
Creole Orb.
constantly
That's why I
watching
usually like to
everything.
warm up
like
with
when you
this.
put an empty milk jug back into the fridge because throwing it away seemed like too much effort. It all gets stored and cataloged for government use, but here we use it to play
Espionage.
Now let's administer some fun. First up. Should say oldish phones, not like rotary or anything. What percentage of people have 3 or more old cell phones lying around somewhere in their homes?
You're feeling the man
Give it your
go.
best guess. You get more points the closer
It's
you
Melee
come to
Lunch
the actual
supposed to be
percentage.
posting a thing on Twitter though. Don't worry, you still have time.
Got it. 30%. Okay, everyone else. Time to guess if the actual percentage is higher or lower. You can also double down and guess much higher or much lower if you think the guess is off by 15% or more.
High five.
Gotta play one round? You don't have to, but
Hurry up.
Breathe it in.
all your old
People
cell
are saying
phones?
higher. Okay, right answer is
I think I've got... Oof.
28%. 2% off. That'll get you some serious points.
That was a good guess.
Who said lower? Well done. You get points. Okay, who's up next? Ha! We've collected data about everything.
I figured it
even
was
this.
around that high, but I think a lot of people do trade theirs in. So I think it's probably like old flip
What percentage
phones
of
or
people
something.
said they would keep working at their jobs if they won $900 million in a lottery? %. Everyone else, higher or lower?
Breathe it in. High five.
I think it'd be a
People are
different
saying
question.
lower. And the correct answer is
Wow, that is
37%.
Really?
I guess it takes a cool billion to settle down.
See, I think it would be a different question if it were
got
would
it
work
right?
in a
Smart,
different
yes.
job.
Here's your points. And what have we here? Good job.
Like not necessarily
Double
the job
points
that they're
for
doing
guessing
now,
much higher.
but I think that some people would
Who's
want to
next?
have a job so that they have some structure to their day.
Ooh, the president asked us to look this up yesterday.
People like to have something new. Absolutely. I've seen people who retire and then they go get a job because they're
What
like, I have
percentage
so
of
much
people
time.
never get popcorn when they go to the movie theater?
Yeah, their current jobs I would be a little bit iffy about because some people don't like their jobs, but it's okay. The percentage of people who love their jobs,
You're almost out of time.
I think is different.
15%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Going to school again? Yeah, sure.
High five. Breathe
Turns
it
out
in.
probably not accurate. Yeah, but that's the way it was phrased, I think. Because I think they mentioned staying in their
Just
job,
one
didn't
person
they?
says lower. And the
Or
correct
did I
answer is
am I misremembering that? Oh, that was such a good guess.
17%. Whoa, you only missed the actual percentage by 2%. Nice work. Let's see who got it right.
How's everyone getting this so
Here's
close?
Some points. As for you, that's too
Fair.
bad. Double downs only count if the answer is off by 15% or more.
Boo hiss.
Next up,
High five.
Rosebud. Anyway,
I get most of their money, so I like to get something
What
from the
percentage
snack
of people
bar.
have seen the supposed greatest film ever made, Citizen Kane?
I just can't justify buying popcorn or candy, because the candy is something that you could easily get somewhere else. Only if they have something that is somewhat unique.
44%. Okay, higher or lower?
Ooh.
Breathe it in.
I really like popcorn. If it's there, I'll eat it, but I'm not always like, oh, I have to have
Most
popcorn
people
with
said
this
lower,
movie.
and Surveil says 34%. Not the highest percentage, but let's not forget, this was a black and white picture made long before the human eyeball was capable of seeing color.
One time I eat popcorn is at the movie theater. Well, sometimes we pop
got it
popcorn
right.
here for movies,
Ooh, points for you.
but I wouldn't necessarily say, wow,
Okay,
I
who's
absolutely
up
have to
next?
have it.
But
Well, I bought tickets, but
seriously,
they're showing that chicken money goes to film company, so the theater doesn't see a lot of money. That's
what
true.
percentage of people have successfully pulled April Fool's pranks?
Occasionally I will do it if it's like nachos or some kind of unique thing that's not a hot dog.
You're almost out of time. 57%. Everyone pick higher or lower.
Yeah, if it's nachos, then that justifies it. We all overpay for nachos in restaurants.
Breathe it in.
Flipper blades. Hello. Well, there you are eating popcorn.
People are saying higher. And Surveil says 68%.
not
Once
too far
we tricked
off.
the British secret intelligence into calling an evacuation drill. Good times.
Usually pair dinner with a movie, so you just a drink. That's a fairly
Let's see
old-fashioned
who got it right.
thing, but
Nice job.
not a bad
I've
thing.
got
I
some
do like
points for you.
dinner in a movie. I would like a dinner in a
Who's
movie
next?
date, but
Breathe it in.
that's also pretty old-fashioned.
Ooh, I remember seeing good surveillance for
My
this
go-to is a
yesterday.
large hot popcorn, a large drink, and candy. I don't go to the theater often, but I plan on spending more to support the theater myself. Yeah, the theaters might really
What
need it
percentage
now.
of people dispose
Definitely.
of hard copy financial statements in a shredder?
Yeah, I think
66%.
movie theaters are
Everyone
probably
else,
hurting a
higher or
lot
lower?
right now. But normally I do not.
High five.
Also, normally I'm running into the theater at the last minute, so I also don't have time to stop for snacks.
Just one of you is saying higher. Okay, let's see the right answer.
Oh no, it
55%.
fell within the
Ugh, we hate
15%.
people who do that.
Not doing well.
Who got it right?
Drake,
Here's some
well in the
points.
lead.
Next up,
Ooh.
And
this
icy
is
and
gonna be
candy
good.
made popcorn with others. That's a lot of sugar, though, between the icy and the candy.
what percentage of people normally air dry all their wet laundry?
Game's cold? You're pretty close.
35%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
High five. Secrets. Breathe it in.
Everyone is saying lower. Okay, let's see the right answer.
Yes!
6%. Not terrible. You get a few
Making,
points at least.
making a slight gain on all of you. Now, if this were
see
China
who got it
or
right.
Japan,
Nice job.
this would
I've
be
got
a
some
much
points
higher
for you.
percentage. I would say that the vast majority of people
Okay,
in
who's up next?
Japan air dry their laundry.
All right, buckle in. I've got one for you.
Percentage of people who have
What
dryers in
percentage of
Japan
people prefer to have their blood
is-
drawn from their right arm?
probably like 20 or 30%. A lot of places just do not have it. They have a washer, no dryer. Cars are expensive? Yeah. See, Slyfox is in Asia. They know what it's talking about.
Anytime now. 56%.
But the thing
All
is,
right, what do you
Copycat,
think?
you have to think that this survey may have been answered worldwide, but it's also answered by a lot of the more fortunate people who have a computer and are answering game surveys.
Breathe it in. It's unanimous
House
again.
of Swallow, no
Now
space for
let's
one.
get to the right answer. 25%.
Haha!
Your
Slowly
guess wasn't
catching
within
up
30% of the correct answer. So
on Drake.
you don't get any points.
Very
You got it
slowly.
right. Well done. You get points.
No arm? I prefer to get my non-dominant arm.
Uh-oh, final round time. We let the computer scour petabytes of data to find the most popular answers to
Repeat?
this
No,
question.
that would be even worse.
Which body part do people normally need massaged more than other parts? Let's see what we have.
Oh, here we go. Well,
You have 3
penis
chances
is
to pick the
actually an
most
option.
popular answers on the board. Good luck.
That's called a hand job. That's not. I wouldn't call that a massage. You're a left arm blood donor. See, I'm left-handed though, so I prefer it in my right arm if they'll take it.
Remember, you can pick 3 answers, not just one. Let's see what answers you chose.
I think shoulders is going to be the #1. Back is also going to be high up there. Oh,
Okay,
few people
computer,
put
show us the most
shoulders.
popular answers.
Oh, feet was not up there. Neck, shoulders, back. Well, I got 2.
Who's that special someone?
Breathe it in. High five.
Ooh. Drake still pulled it off. Actually, it wouldn't have helped, actually,
Congratulations, you're the most surveillance surveiller that ever surveyed.
because Drake got a lot of the same ones, so I couldn't catch up. That question was a little bit too easy. I missed the 1,000 point answer, so... and I lost by 2,800, so there was no catching him. Best I could have done was tied Citizen B, who was 1,800 points off. You needed to pick penis? That's not... That's not a massage. In the strictest sense of massage. GG, Drake. That falls under a different category. You get a chance to get every single question right? Yeah, you had the chance. Peen massage. You need to ask certain people for that. What's our next game? We have 1 vote for You Don't Know Jack. Full stream. Do we have other... Beatlesman offering to help with the peen massages. Got it.
Hey Dimitri, you watch The Americans?
Back to lurking?
Yes, every day.
That show is nuts. All the makeup
Have fun,
and
Slyfox.
wigs
Push
and
the
their
button,
whole
says Drake.
wardrobe is
Quiplash
crazy,
3.
right?
I don't know. I look
Citizen
at
B says you don't know
metadata.
Jack.
I don't know from
Jake
wigs and
Paulson
makeup.
says you don't know
Dimitri,
Jack.
I
Of course,
know you
because he
watch
beat me
Americans.
last
I'm
time.
talking about The Americans on TV.
Well, there is always Americans on TV.
That's 4 for
All
you
of
don't know
them
Jack.
wear wigs now?
2 for
Oh,
Quiplash.
It's a TV show. It's not average Americans walking down the street.
Yes, this would be stupid. We see this already on the closed-circuit security camera.
Do you even own a television?
No, not since end of Seinfeld.
Alright, it looks like You Don't Know Jack full stream has won our informal little poll. Is ERP too much for the chat? It's, it may make people uncomfortable. I mean, I don't know. What do people, are people okay with it? I just don't want it to become weird. Think you're losing your mind? Oh, I don't know about that.
Binge Pipe is revolutionary.
All right, get your windows ready.
Pipe. We find what you don't want to watch and then change the cover image. So hopefully that will fool you?
Yeah, DMs or PMs, but you have to know. So if you want to do ERP, then let
Call our
Shad
Binge
know,
Pipe
and you
customer
can
support
opt
party
into
line.
it.
Hi, I'm locked out of my account.
Prime Ministers, yes, you can always talk to the Prime Minister if you want ERP.
Hi, I fast-forwarded it too far. Can someone tell me how to rewind? Anybody near Dallas? Like,
All right, here's the room code if you want to play You Don't Know Jack full stream. In 3, 2,
You'll
What?
figure it out together.
But is it the same? Oh, okay, it's a different bald guy. Thank you.
Our algorithm assures us you'll love this Binge Pipe content.
Detective Arlo here. What happened?
always ask permission
This
before
couple
doing
was
a
murdered in
PM.
their home and dismembered
I mean,
in
the
the
Prime
backyard.
Ministers are
Have
people
we
too.
identified them?
So
June
you
and
should
Dan
ask
Carter.
permission.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. I'm June Carter.
Yeah,
All right,
and
Drake
I'm
is
Dan.
in.
We're alive.
What miserable sicko could do something like this?
No one. No one did this.
Binge Pipe, lacking other options, will present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, providing quality entertainment since the end of this sentence.
Happy Thanksgiving! Listen, I guarantee this game will be 25% more
That reminds
fun
me
than
of-
making turkeys with your hand. Wow, 6 players is the perfect number for... Oh, 8 players. Well, that's good too. Not as good as 6.
That reminds me
And
of
welcome
the.
to all of you in the audience who couldn't be bothered to buy the game.
Did they say
I'm
Thanksgiving?
adding an audience bonus just for you. The more audience members pick the right answer, the
ERP
less bonus money
is
goes
erotic
to the players.
roleplay.
But if the audience really tanks
Did you
it,
change your
that
mind
right
now,
answer's
citizen?
gonna be worth big bucks.
Yeah, they do have special quotes for holidays.
And the adventure begins.
Time for question 1.
Yeah,
First
they'll do
up,
it for New Year's.
I'm
I've
in love
played.
with your body.
I've
Well, I
played.
sure hope famously shaggy-haired
You Don't Know
British
Jack
singer-songwriter
games.
Ed Sheeran doesn't totally change his look before this game comes out. If I sheared Ed Sheeran like an adult sheep, how often would I typically shear him? Twice a year, once every 2 years, or once in a lifetime?
Yeah, I played this game on
And how'd
New
we
Year's
do?
before.
An adult sheep is typically sheared once a year.
Janicarus, thank you for letting me tune in and out of stream. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. Have a good one, Jenny. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving.
Behold,
And take care.
Can you feel the glove tonight? Man, Donald Glover is so multi-talented. If Donald Glover moved to France to become a glover, what would his glove-making pseudonym be? Childish coiffeur, childish boulanger, childish gantier, or childish couturier? Okay, who chose what? A gantier is a French glove maker.
Oops. Wrong thing.
Why don't we do it for free?
Coming up, K for country and D for this or that. I'm going to
Like
list
Gauntlet,
off 7
yes.
things, and for each I want you to tell me if it's the name of a Korean pop music group or a micronation. You know, little groups that claim they're a country but no one else thinks they are. Yeah, one of those. Think
Oh.
fast, you'll only get a few
I don't know a
seconds
whole lot
to
of
pick
names of these.
between K-pop, or a micronation. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do
These
it.
are going to be very obscure.
Boys Republic.
Audience, you too.
Dubland. Bye Bye Sea. Kingdom of Viper.
This one I don't know.
Goat Island and Three Sisters.
Some of these are tough because they do sound pretty metal.
Urban Zacapa. Republic of Fredonia. Most of you deserve a high five on that, but you geniuses, of all the losers, you are the loseriest.
Apparently really good at guessing.
Binge pipe hurts when you hurt.
Oh, that
got
means
all
it's
of
screw
them.
time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question harder for all the other players. The results may surprise you, and you'll receive a bonus for each player
This game makes me paranoid of people Googling answers.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, but even
You're
with a really
welcome,
good
devoted
connection,
customer.
you'd have to type really fast.
Try this on
Yeah,
for
but you can
size.
hear my keyboard when
Popped
I'm typing, though.
collards. Which pickup line would you hear from a bro that also happens to be a broasted chicken? Hey girl, wanna listen to dubstep in my well. Okay, player 8 just screwed everyone. I think the rest of you are starting to go gray.
I don't know this one. But hopefully they'll tell us, because I love it when they explain why the answer
Who
is
picked
that
what?
way.
No, bro, no.
Oops.
Nah, bro, nah. Broasted chicken is prepared in a pressure cooker.
Oh.
And yeah, for this question, you don't really need to know anything about the HBO show Ballers. And that's pretty good advice for life in general. You don't need to know anything about the HBO show Ballers. Way to screw player 8. I believe this belongs to you.
3,000. Wow. Good stuff. Now we know roasted chicken is
This
pressure
one's called,
cooked.
But what if you did need to know something about the HBO show Ballers?
Oh.
What character does Dwayne Johnson play on the HBO show Ballers? Chad Baller, Gavin Baller, Troy Baller, or Spencer Strassmore? Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Player 6 just let loose a screw. Hope you brought your spectacles.
That's really bad for people with
What'd you
bad
guys pick?
eyesight.
On the HBO show Ballers, Dwayne Johnson plays retired NFL player Troy Baller. And I'm 100% confident that what? That's wrong? Oh, come on.
What?
On the HBO show Ballers, Dwayne Johnson plays retired NFL player Chad Baller. Oh, wait. No, that's not right. On the HBO show Ballers, Dwayne Johnson plays retired NFL player Gavin Baller. Oop, sorry. I was mistaken. My bad.
Oh!
On the HBO show Ballers, Dwayne Johnson apparently plays retired NFL player Spencer Strassmore. Go figure.
Ouch!
Apparently, no one on the show is named Baller, which might explain why it has yet to receive an Emmy for excellence in character naming. Nice screw job, Player 6. Have some cash. And how'd the audience fare? Good news! This audience is clueless. That means the right answer is worth a little extra. We'll see if your luck holds out.
Woof! That was harsh.
Say goodbye to round 1. Here's who you have to destroy.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead.
Not by much. Thanks to that screw.
And as a counterpoint, these players are negatively affecting our averages. We have some more screws
Drake is
to help our
an expert
targeted
screwer.
numbers.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use them. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
It's like the first round didn't even matter.
Kind of, but not really.
There is no hiding from stuck-together pages of greatness. Say you visit a luxury spa that plays recordings of classic literature while you're being pampered. If you want your massage to have a happy ending, what is your best bet? Hot stone and Wuthering Heights? Sweet. Oh, this'll be good. Player 5 has invoked the screw. Good luck following the bouncing answer.
I have read all of these except for one, and I'm afraid that that's the one that it might be the right answer.
Let's see who got it. This might be discouraging.
No, he dies.
At the end of Jane Eyre, she marries her true love, Mr. Rochester.
That's what I thought.
I mean, sure, that's after Rochester's first wife sets fire to his house and jumps off the roof, but this was 1847, so you take what you can get. Excellent screwing, Player 5. Here's your extra cash.
Gatsby was great, but then he ends up dying.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement légèrement amusant.
And his girl dies too.
Up next, a little help from us. Okay, I guess I get to take a little break.
Binge Pipe recommends.
Uh-oh, what's this?
Because you Googled Demi Moore, pregnant and nude, you might like the August 1991 issue of Cosmopolitan, Playboy, Vanity Fair, or U.S. Airways Mag.
So watch out. Yeah, Player 6 just screwed everybody. You guys remember your password, right? Let's see how that shook out. I hope it's not your birthday.
Demi Moore posed nude for Vanity Fair while she was 7 months pregnant.
It's weird that you Googled that, but Binge Pipe's analytics don't lie. Excellent screwing, Player 6. This is your cash now.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Here's one I like to call, Where Did I Leave My Bag? And oh boy, best butt zit slime chore.
Gibberish question. It's going to rhyme with the thing that they put up there.
Remember to type quick.
Check the clues.
That cash will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, eyes up, here we go. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what TV show title it rhymes with.
TV show title.
Door hinge biz, a blue sack. And don't let that punctuation fool you. Fashionable colors.
Maya the Snap, hello, welcome. What is this? What could it be?
Might change after your court case.
Ah. How's it going? We're just playing some games, Maya, if you want to join us. Got two in the audience.
Citrus is the most current dark color.
Well, that's a kind of a helpful, overly helpful clue.
So, what was it? Moving right along.
How is your day going, Maya?
It's time for animal name plus animal name equals animal name. Which of these animals did I just make up? Turtle dove, bumblebee bat, kangaroo rat, or elephant hog?
I know 2 of these 4, so it's a 50-50.
Okay, let's take a look. Sucks to be you.
Nope, that wasn't it.
Kangaroo rats, bumblebee bats, and turtle doves are all real animals. An elephant hog is not.
Turtle dove is mentioned in the Christmas song.
If an elephant hog was real, I'd like to think it would be an elephant the size of a pig, and it would live in my house, and you would wear little clogs, and I would love you so much. Oh, I know you don't exist, but I will always love you, little elephant hog.
Two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear
Next
tree.
up, got a second to feel bad about the environment? Sure, talking about the environment can bring down the room until you add the power of acting. Which layered Meryl Streep performance mirrors the state of the Earth's ozone layer? Mamma Mia, Better Than Ever, Kramer vs. Kramer, Slowly Healing, Death Becomes Her, Doomed, or Julie and Julia, pretty much the same. I love this part. There's no easy way to put this. NASA has confirmed the hole in the ozone is closing and could be gone by 2060.
Today's been alright, just
in
been
time
trying
for Meryl's
to not get
character
depressed. My
Joanna
brother's
to be
home
over
now,
the
and
messy
he's
divorce
really
and ready to date again.
Well, I guess just try to limit your contact. But hope you're
Welcome
doing all
to
right
the
this
attack.
Thanksgiving.
When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer,
going
the more
on?
cash you make.
You have to
And
know the
more than
answer,
one answer
or at least
can
you have
be
to
right.
guess.
But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Warning, this film contains... Sometimes the regular movie warnings aren't enough. Good luck.
Oof. I've never seen Bridesmaids, so I don't know. Yeah, only 2. Oh, 5 of them. Oh, wow. Woohoo!
Player 1 wins!
Oh, I beat you,
Nice
Jake.
work, Player 1. I would have pegged you for one of the stupider ones.
Hey.
Still, you and I both know how this ends.
You don't know Jack!
Are you sure the audience rolling that around? I don't know. We'd have to ask. Not a movie boy? I don't know either. There's always in my room. He never lets me alone. It kind of sucks. My stress has been all the time. I just want to cuddle something soft. Also, I'm watching a TikTok that specifically made fun of transgender people. He liked it, so now I'm offended on top of it.
Oh, my name's Greg. I'm an
Well,
intern here at Jack.
I mean,
to come in and take lunch
Maya, you already know he's kind of a jerk.
Nice.
So.
You want chips too? Alright, yeah, no big deal. Oh, you want to know about
being
me,
a
huh?
bigot is not
I have
too much of a
plans,
stretch on top of
big
that.
plans.
So
But
just
don't
write
worry
him
about
off and just say, that's
Lunch
the
will
way
be
it's
here in
going to
about
be,
30
and
minutes, though.
if he wants to change,
Thank
he's
you
got
for
to do it
joining us
himself.
for this
And
binge
if he
fight
doesn't want
bonus
to,
content.
just limit your time with them. Carlos, good evening. Happy Thanksgiving. If that wasn't for Stone Cold Boston, I would not have been last. Ah. Close. Whiplash or role models. Also, we have a request for Fibbage or Quiplash. Sure, we can vote for those. It's not streamer privileges. I'm not winning because I'm streaming.
I'm insufferable.
I'm just some dude that still has
Role
his old roommate's
models,
password.
Fibbage,
I'm gonna live
Quiplash,
forever.
Civic Doodle, Champed Up, Role Models. I think that's 3 for Role Models. Quiplash, I think that's 3 for Quiplash. Can you sleep? All right, Drake.
Bleeding!
Oh my god! The microwave screen just told me the time and date of my death!
You know, Coop, I thought my wall thing was pretty scary. You didn't have to one-up me.
Now streaming, an original horror film about a couple who
Whiplash?
moves into a haunted house.
I think that's
way
4.
too early in their relationship.
We should leave. Unless you don't want to.
No, we'll do whatever you want to do.
Well, I want you to make a decision.
Whoa. Hold on. I picked dinner last night.
Their lack of communication is downright scary.
I need to get out of here. I'm going to my book club.
I'll go with you.
Leave. Leave room for your own interests.
But Alice's friends love me.
Maybe we should hear the ghost out.
He's always on your side.
There's no sides here.
Available on Valentine's Day.
911, what's your emergency?
That would be pretty scary.
My husband's dead. He's been shot.
All right, I think we're gonna go with.
We're gay like a fox.
Carnage Pool. Hello. That was pretty hilarious. I think we're gonna go with Whiplash. I think that won just barely, but I think Role Models might be a good one to follow up with next. I think that one could probably win afterward. Battle time? I'm glad somebody's paying attention. Let's go do the battle while I set up the game. That fox arms are going to be so tired after all that waving. And the turkey is dead. Always wanted to try Earwax. We could play Earwax after we play Quiplash, because that's what we voted on. But Earwax is good. I have told my parents that I don't like him, yet whenever I express that, my parents are surprised, like they expect me to love my brother after he tore me from the entire franchise. I mean, the thing is, though, Maya, they just don't have your perspective. They haven't seen the things that he's done to you. So, they're probably completely blissfully unaware of all of it. Want the role models code? We're playing Quiplash, but when we do role models, you can definitely give it a shot, Broken Shadow. Alright. Velfro with 29 kills. Next was Soulblazer Mel with 8. Ivan Dwes with 18, and Sufi Avalia with 12. Copycat and Beatlesman getting some healer and buster scrolls. Okay. Evangius? I don't know. Here comes the room code for Quiplash 3. Evangius? It was somebody who was in there. I don't know. Anyway. 3, 2, 1. Strangely enough, this code is the word, computer word bite with the E from the back put on the front. If they have something got away with whatever with little no punishment, like but almost broke my nose. I was bleeding all over the car. My parents too was just separate, so you know how to punch that stuff. Well, maybe they play favorites. I'm sorry to hear that. All the more reason why, if you can stick it out until you can get away for college, or if they send you away, maybe that will be a blessing in disguise. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
I'm surprised Dash isn't here.
I hope you're ready for Quiplash 3. Send in the giggles. I'm Schmitty, and you're you. So, that's settled. Ready? Hey, if you're bummed out you're not in the game, you can still affect the score. Join the voting audience by entering the room code. Okay, round 1. You're about to see a couple of different prompts on your device. Enter your best response for each, then go head-to-head against another player's best stuff. Oh, and everyone else gets to vote on their favorite.
I mean,
Points are awarded based on the percentage of people who went for your answer, so make them count.
Yeah. I don't think it's a matter of staying at home for financial support. It's just too young to be on her own at this point. Let me move this so the
Almost out of time. Don't forget your safety quips.
You're gonna run away? Huh. You're getting legally emancipated.
So, how do you think you did? Let's see.
But at that age, though, you can't support yourself, though.
And going first is a weird thing for a dentist to say while you're in the chair.
So I heard you're afraid of drills. I'd love to see your canines
choose
on
away.
a full moon. completely tied, which I actually like Jake's answer better.
Let's keep it going. A fun nickname for tampons.
Internal band-aids.
All right, people,
Really?
it's voting time.
Goopy popsicles. Nemwolf, hi. Slyfox, you're still hanging around. I thought you had to go. Carlos, internal band-aids got me. Like, oof.
Next up, something that should never be described as rustic.
Rustic McDonald's.
Okay, everybody, pick
Rustic
your favorite quip.
Furry foxhole. Well, they send me a letter at the point they just want me gone. Well, I mean... Oh, no audience vote on that.
Let's see the next one. The cow goes moo. The drunk cow goes blank. Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip.
Am I mooing with my life? Foxholes can be rustic? Oh, certainly. Are we going anywhere? Oh, I just thought you had stuff to do. I thought you were busy. I mean, military school can be strict, but it can also actually be a decent education.
Next on the docket, the name of a summer camp for extremely shy children.
Camp want to go home.
Time to pick the one you like best.
Did your shout out tweets? All right, good stuff. Nope, that's gonna give me the super quick flash. Okay, so now we have a first-hand account.
And next,
of saying
someone you'd never expect to give you the birds and the bees talk.
Ran the clock out. That's fair.
Okay, choose your favorite.
Mike Pence or your younger siblings. They said my brother was serving their first year, so just like be more obedient. That was a good answer, Jake.
Okay, what's next? Movie reboot idea, The Devil Wears Blank.
Couldn't afford it more. That's also.
And now, pick your favorite.
A fursuit or non-cohesive ACI. I like that movie, by the way. It's a good movie. You're not voting? All right. You didn't finish. What did you want to say?
Next we have... Look, it's all fun and games until blank.
Or I wonder if they're just doing that through CGI.
And now it's time to vote for your favorite.
Until the bad dragon bill comes flopping around, or someone eats too much turkey. Isn't that every Thanksgiving? Non-cohesive acid-filled fursuits. Ah. I thought you were using ACI like an abbreviation. So it was another fursuit sentence then.
And that was round one. Let us never speak of it again. On to the scoreboard. Okay, round two is knocking on the door. Prompts are a little more challenging, so the points are doubled.
Can you get another game in before this? You wanted to play a different one. Adhesive and cohesive. I mean, there is some idea of sticking in there. Sticking together, at least. Fox blushing at sticking.
Time's almost done. Save your bacon with a safety quip. Let's take a peek, shall
Just got
we?
in. Imagine the amount of years
And
coming
we
out
start
against
with
mental hospital. That's
what
fair, Maya.
scandal will rock the North
sounds like
Pole
they
this
are
year?
not sympathetic at all. This is Claus sleeping with
Voting
all of the
time.
reindeer. Someone has a run around the world in 10 seconds. Love the prompt you just got. We'll see. We'll see which one you get.
Next one up. The name of a movie that only uses footage from a car's
Ho-ho-hos.
rear camera.
Wah wah. Global warming live.
Now it gets
The Fast
real.
and the
Pick your favorite.
Furious. Tried for wholesome? I mean, I went with the one that was at least tangentially related to cars. Oh, audience tied it up. Was gonna say,
All right, check this out. The
Sometimes
worst
you
part
do
about
have to
having
go.
Tom Hanks as your mortal enemy.
Eating his own beard.
Decisions,
is just
decisions. Choose your favorite.
too Gosh darn nice. How's global warming not related to? Depends on, a lot of the cars are now, we're getting, at least where I am, there's a lot of electric cars.
And next is...
Also, when Tom Hanks
what's
played
the most
Mr. Rogers,
challenging chore when you're a handyman for a haunted
I found
house?
out he's related to Mr. Rogers. Getting rid of them
All
unless
right,
you're a
vote for the one
Ghostbuster.
you like best.
Dealing with all the living ghosts and dust bunnies.
Next, in an alternate reality, we don't play Quiplash at parties, we blank.
Hang in there. I'll send you some love.
All right, choose your favorite.
We don't play Quiplash at parties. We watch people playing Quiplash and guess wins. Actually meet in person without COVID. Oh, I wish. Yeah, please take care, Maya. We're rooting for you. Please feel free to vent if you need to in the Discord.
Moving right along, a catchphrase for a haunted toilet.
Haunted toilet.
And now it's time to vote for your favorite.
Eat poop. Or poop. For the poor use of the prompts. Wow, only 4 people out of 6 voted on that one.
Without further ado, what description of a dessert would also
You on
make
the
a
right
good
until-
drag queen name?
It helps. Oxalava
And now pick your favorite.
or truffle shuffle. Hey, if you watch Drag Race, you know which one of these sounds better. Not a trifle? Nope. Oh yeah, it said dessert.
And here we have the name of a
Trifles
pretentious
and
short film
truffles are
produced
both
by a
desserts.
cat.
Pretentious short film produced by a cat. Perfect life of a floofy
All right,
furry.
vote for the one you like best.
Meow shot on black and white 30mm film. So it's a noir film by a cat, or a sunny, perfectly framed everything. Cats are amazing. You watch Drag Race from your cat morning at home, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, kind of.
Hard to put that round
Ow.
2 into words,
Yeah,
but let's see
war.
how it translates to the scoreboard.
Broken Shadow right behind me. Beatlesman also very close behind
And
me.
now for Quiplash, where all quip roads lead. I'll be sending each of you a prompt that needs 3
Some I've
separate
made said
responses.
black and white cat
Got
film.
all that?
Not on
Good.
film though. Digital, I assume. Wait, which pun? El Rey de León. Thank you, Foxes, for jumping on in. Welcome, Foxes, playing Mario Yoshi's Island. Okay.
Time's almost up. Hurry. All right, let's have it.
Yoshi's Island's cute, but you have to deal with a lot of crying Mario.
3 words that will
100%
instantly
it.
drive
Wow.
you to irrational anger.
Ooh, boo, and moo? Chat isn't cute.
Decisions, decisions. Choose your favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, so much crying Mario. That's probably the worst part of that game, is so much crying Mario. Navi or Mario? That's a tough choice. Oh, Mario, yeah. You can at least, like... You get used to...
3 things
Navi.
that usually
Mario,
only
you're like,
happen
I'm just gonna leave you.
after
You're so
3
annoying.
a.m.
Fox dance.
Time to pick the one you like best.
Think 3 things that usually only happen after 3 a.m. Witching hour, hearing spirits in your room, feeling a hand on your cheek. Have you tried Yoshi's Woolly World? I have played Yoshi's Woolly World, but not Yoshi's Crafted World. We didn't quite 100% Yoshi's Woolly World, but we got... Oh, no way we did! We 100%ed it. It took a long time, but we did it. I had to go with the 4, 5, and 6 a.m. I thought it was cute.
The 3 signs that
hit.
you
Yes.
might be pure evil are...
You don't think it's cute? You don't like anime? You vote Republican. Yeah, I kind of feel that one. You kill the
Here's
dog,
the fun
you kick
part.
the cat. you
Pick
don't
your
fall.
favorite quip.
Why do both of these have me in the answer? Why am I in both of these? And they tied. And they tied again! Garner, kudos with me. That's just 1 vote.
3 weird things to make out of wood.
Fursuit, a video game. Disney as a drag queen. A small model of the tree. Fake
Okay,
food,
everybody, pick
an
your
unfinished,
favorite quip.
unsanded dildo. It's a common tactic, but they both did it though. Some people are like that. Oh, a lot of people are like that. And the audience goes for me! We had a tie with the players.
Take a deep breath
Unsanded?
and
Yeah, that's why I got
behold
it
the
in at
final
like
scores.
1 second to go. Whew, just made it. We have some newbies in the chat. Nem, you are welcome on in. Thank you for saying hello. All this was pressure to vote for you for the after. They don't know who's said what.
We're gay like a fox.
Bad Dragon will make that unweird. Bad Dragon is partially about having painful sex toys, so that's totally not a thing. That's not a problem for them. Thank you for the follow, Nemwolf. Alright, for our next game, we have 1 vote for Blather Round. What do we want to play? I'm going to extend the stream an extra hour, so I'm tapping out now. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the raid. El Rey de Leon. 100%ing that Yoshi's Island. You get some kudos for putting up with Baby Mario and not letting him die. Role model, role model, role models. Suddenly, 4 votes for role models. Hey, Cactus. One vote for Earwax. It's looking like it's gonna be role models. We're winning. You should stop counting the votes now. Stop the count! Four votes. Oh, Twitch DMs? It's hard for me to check my Twitch DMs because I don't have a lot of places to find it. A sec, prefer taking care of that. Your turn in? Alright, good night, Evie. This has become one of our stream favorite games. I think Quiplash 3, Role Models, and Trivia Murder Party seem to be some of the favorites. And you makes you want to pee? Oh, because of all the water sounds. Got it. That's fair. I thought you were just like, these images make me want to pee.
Hello there,
for
test
no reason.
subjects. Sign in with the room code, then take a picture or draw yourself for our records.
If we get a lot of people, as there seem to be a lot of people who wanted to vote for this. Alright, here comes... Tentacle dab? Yes, tentacles. Here comes the room code for role models. Remember, it's only 5 people. So better get in 3, 2, 1. And we're filled up already. Get your drawings in. Type so fast? Oh, you didn't get in, Beetle? Well, if we do another round, we can get you a code. Don't worry. Just waiting for those pictures. Fast fingers works? Yes, you did. You got in first. Jake, is that a self-portrait? All right. Boom.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Role Models. We don't really like labels. We really, really like labels. Here
Oh,
at the
wait.
lab,
Ooh.
we've spent years searching for the genetic magic that makes each and every human
I forgot
a
to
truly
unhide it after
unique
the code came
individual.
out.
But
Sorry.
that was hard, so we found a shortcut. We theorize every friend group has some version of the smart one, the popular one, the troubled loner who I can change. You get the idea. And these roles make it a lot easier to figure people
Bacon
out
lover,
with
that's me.
science. You guys are going to match your fellow test subjects to the roles that fit them best. My lovely assistant will put all the data into the tubes, and at the end, we'll crunch the numbers and tell each of you who you
It's
really
everyone,
are.
basically.
Now you've all been deloused, right? Oh well, let's do this.
Someday you'll
I
hear
need
me
a
out.
category to get us started.
I
Vote for
believe
your
I
favorite,
explained
but
last
try to make
time
it
that the
something
more you
everybody knows
push,
a
the
little bit
less
about.
likely I am to do something about it. got those cookies.
Which Girl Scout cookie are you?
Thin
So,
mints,
on your
coconut
device, you've
Samoas,
got the names
peanut
of your
butter,
fellow lab rats.
tagalongs,
Drag each
shortbread,
one to the role you
trefoils,
think fits them best.
Wawa
That
raisins,
includes yourself.
mango
Oh, and you'll
creams
see a
with
little
Nutrifusion?
99% sign next to each roll. Tap that to lock in the answer you're 99% certain will match what everyone else picks. I'll make it worth your while if you're right, so make sure to pick someone. When everyone's given out their roles, we'll check out the results.
Making maple bacon turkey as we speak. Oh my gosh! Maple bacon! Now I'm reminded of that dog commercial where they have dog treats disguised as bacon.
Let's see who's who.
It's bacon!
Show me the votes. Get rid of the outliers.
Wait, why am I Thin Mints?
That's our winner. Yippee! I like to reward my lab rats for positive behavior, so I'll give you guys these
You
nutritious
don't know how to do
science
this one?
pellets.
You kind of have to
Whenever
vote
your answers
how you
match the
think
group.
everyone else
Whoever
will
has
vote.
the most at the end is my lab rat of the month. Plus, they taste like meat.
How did I get Thin Mints? I
That
was totally going for the
99%
mango
guess
one.
paid off.
I was in pre-K. I brought a cookie cake for my birthday, and everyone ate one. While I was in the bathroom, I got nothing. What? It's your birthday. Ah.
And you got the role with the audience bonus pellets. You're one advanced guinea pig.
I don't know how we all guessed that. No,
Subjects
Jake.
who already have a role can't get this one, so we'll take out these votes.
How did you all guess that? Make a ball. Yeah, you were telling me about voodoo donuts. Somehow I'm pretty much on the same page. Where all of the votes are getting 3. Oh. Broken getting shortbread. You hate raisins,
Ooh,
but you
still
voted
no
for
role
yourself.
For you after all that data. Don't worry. I've got a consolation role that might do the job.
See, I thought you'd all pick me for the mango one because it's the most fruity.
Everyone vote on which role our final subject deserves.
Just bacon on top of the maple bar. I mean, bacon makes everything better. Except for a diet where you can't have bacon. Pick you for the mango one? See? Me too. You and I both picked the mango one.
I have no way of knowing how you feel about this. You get the role and some science pellets.
You don't like bacon? What? Why?
There's our lineup. And here's everyone's science pellets.
Bacon's amazing.
Just a reminder, I'll reward you with pellets when your answers match the group or when you do the best in a tiebreaker experiment. Keep that in mind if you want to be the winning test subject.
Would bacon make ice cream better?
Okay, moving on to the next experiment.
I think it would have to be a particular flavor that would make use of the salt. But yes, it could. In particular cases. Absolutely, have bacon. I just have to figure out what kind of flavor would make the best. Oh, wow. 6 on Wizard of Oz. We absolutely are doing this. I think that's the first time we've ever seen.
Which Wizard of Oz character are you? Okay, make those matches. And don't forget to tap that 99% next to the role you're most sure about.
Wait, one person is the tornado? Bacon ice cream head was vanilla with bacon. I could see that. I mean, it's got to beat garlic ice cream.
Let's see where we landed.
You destroy everything? I don't know.
Hooray!
Oh yeah.
You really know yourself. Or
Oh,
at least
yeah.
what your friends think of you. And your 99% guess was 100% right.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Friend of Dorothy? Absolutely. Scarecrow. All right.
I like this roll the most of all.
Wow. Tin Man.
This roll was inside of you the whole time.
Oh, you need a brain? But he was still the smartest one. He wants to be smart.
Gonna need more data to settle this tie. Here's what
Scarecrow
I want
had
each of
the
you to
most
do.
personality.
Give your best Wicked Witch cackle. Who goes first is up to you. The other subjects will decide who gets the role. Even if you're not sure you want the role, I'm handing out science pellets to the winner, so do your best. It's an experiment, man. You think the chimps always want to learn sign language?
Why didn't you give me Lion? I had you for Lion, and then I switched it around. You want to be Glinda? I can see that.
The process works. And I'll reward your behavior with some science pellets. Time to break this tie.
Maybe slippers or wore red high heels once as a kid. They
Perform
hurt.
this task for the judgment of your
Heels
peers.
hurt.
There's
That's why you
nothing
need-
scarier than a first date. So give your best pickup line in a cowardly lion voice.
You need lower heels. And that's why I really love that line from Glee when Kurt's dad was like, yeah, I've known you were gay since you were 3. When you asked, when you told me what you wanted for your
there
birthday
you have
was a sensible heel. RW. Welcome.
You had at least one person pulling for you, and that's good enough for me.
We're gay like a fox.
Thank you for
Here's our
the
lineup.
gift sub. Copycat.
And by the way, you are nailing this. You know more about your friends than you probably should.
Also playing Jack
Okay,
Fox. Aha,
you've
that's
each
how you
got
found
some
me.
roles under your belt. Let's see what the data tells
Gift
us.
sub to Sly Fox.
I
Thank you
can
for
tell
gifting
from
this.
your
I've known
roles,
Sly
you two
Fox
are
a long
complete
time.
opposites. At least in this one extremely specific way.
RW,
Science
thanks for
demands
coming
an
on in.
experiment
Thanks for
to
the
see
raid.
which of you is better for science.
Oh, you've got a. Is that a corgi?
You're about to enter the Thunderdome. You're told to dress to intimidate. What do you wear? I want both of you to write an answer that really plays up the characteristic above you. The others will decide who
Cheese
did the
Puffs,
best.
thank you for the follow. Replica, maybe with a lower heel though, Cactus. Congratulations, Sly Fox, on the gift sub. Thank you, Copycat Prime. Yeah, welcome on in.
There you have it.
RW fans, I love your
Vote
emote.
on your devices now.
In fact, one of my mods here is a corgi, so I think they would love it. About to dress to tone dress to what do you wear? Princess Daisy's dress or zombie tiger fursuit? They're both very accurate.
That's that.
I've known Sly Fox for like
Okay, choose
10
your final
years
category.
now. No, not quite 10. I think I joined Twitch in 2012. So I've known Sly Fox for about 7 or 8 years. Yeah, Lisa Frank. Come on, people don't know Lisa Frank. Where's our 6th person? Where are they voting for? There we go. Let's see what it comes up with. And professional. Okay, fine. Lisa Frank. Dolphins, unicorns, rainbows, and waves.
If you were a professional wrestler, which of these would be your gimmick? Let the truth-telling
Rich
begin.
tycoon, hometown hero, undead warrior, scheming sidekick, rude party animal, wears a live snake. Almost Justin TV days? Yeah, I got into it because a friend was streaming a game where he did the sound design, and so I got to hear my friends' voices on this MMO. I don't know where to put the 99 on this. I have no idea where to put these. It was an MMO called Dragon Nest. Oh, Belfra, Sufia Valia, 2nd place.
Let's find out
Mr.
who
Food
you
Frost
are.
Fiend and Shirolo. Copycat Prime and Kara. I've had that on the screen way too long.
Cha-ching!
Oh, okay. I should have put the 99
nice
there.
prediction.
Wolf with cats. Good evening. I should have gone with my gut. Oh, got the 99 wrong. I put it myself.
The VIP RIP.
Shoot! Why did 3 of you all put him?
Hooray! Do you really need your sunglasses indoors? And you earned the role with the highly motivating audience
audience,
bonus.
put the
I
bonus
think
there.
our control group likes you.
That's what you're going to go with too, but you didn't. You didn't.
You need someone to
sidekick.
stir things
All
up,
right.
then run away.
Problem is the order it goes in sometimes, because
Looks like your peers weren't feeling any of these roles for you. I've got a backup role that might fit you better. Everyone vote on which role should go to our mysterious test subject.
let's see, is it going to be Where's the Live Snake or
That's
Ruthless
science,
Tax
baby.
Attorney? Yes. Well, you're winning.
That's the lineup.
You're winning by a fair bit, actually.
One last thing before the experiment ends. Let's see if there are any more interesting patterns in those roles.
Closing traits.
Based on your roles, you're total opposites. From a very specific point of view, anyway. We're gonna pit you against each other and see who wins. What's the worst thing about attending college parties? Enter your answer on your device.
Since this is Wednesday and this is going to be the last stream for 3 days, I'll be streaming on Saturday again. I'll
That's
do
what we're
one more
working
game
with.
after this.
Vote on your devices now.
Also, get your votes in on movie night.
Wow, this was the role you were made for.
Movie night, we've got...
Your roles tell me that you're polar opposites. If you look at the data a certain way, that is. We're not leaving here until we find out which of you is better at being you. Before entering a dinner party, you discover you are totally underdressed.
Was more
What do you
appropriate.
do? Write your answer on your device.
Sword in the Stone. We have Sword in the Stone, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Enola Holmes, Cats. Haldo put the Cats movie in there. Kui the Boogeyman, Rush Hour, Joker movie, and yeah. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Here it
Before entering a
is.
dinner party, you discover you're totally
Vote
underdressed.
on your devices
Yeah,
now.
with no hesitation, just so I can get some food. Flee while whimpering and never show my face again. Those are both very accurate. Thanks for streaming it. It was fun, but it's bedtime. See you and everyone chat. Good night, citizen. Sleep well. Do not let the bedbugs bite.
Just as I hypothesized.
Have a nice holiday. Happy Thanksgiving, citizen.
That was the final piece of the puzzle. Get ready for your final roles as determined by everything your fellow subjects
Turkey
said
Day.
about you.
Oh, I finished last. Cool, refreshing powerhouse. Oh. Clumsy, foolish, pseudo party dude. Pew! Fairly brave, cautious, super square. Thrifty, nervous, super coward. Alright. Super cute, childlike influencer. And our
And my
winner,
favorite little lab rat with the most total science pellets is...
Carlos, not very spooky. Messy. Lawyer! Oof. Got hit with the lawyer tag. Natural messy? Okay, so it's fairly accurate then. They're not cool though. Om nom nom. Om nom nom nom. Om nom 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 nom. Om nom nom. Powerhouse? In which way am I a powerhouse? I don't know. I think it's because I got Hometown Hero. You know, I thought by playing in the audience I would understand these games, but I have no idea what I was doing in that game. So for the most part, as the audience in this game, you just get to vote on who gets the pellets, you get to break ties, but you don't get to vote on the rolls. So if you want to play actually in the game, you would understand it better, I think, Copycat. Mostly it's guessing what you think everyone will say, not even if you don't think it's accurate for you, but what you think people will say. So we had blather round. You don't get to vote twice on the same thing, but Carlos says blather round once. Earwax or fibbage 2. Harvey Birdman, yes. Earwax, that's 2 for earwax. Role models, the second one. Copycat, do you want role models? Because right now we've got current winner is Earwax. Current leader, I should say. We're designing that fishbowl as a legend. No. No. Alright, UCTO's going on Earwax. 3 for Earwax. Alright. All about that trivia murder party. Okay. Current leader is Earwax, though, and that's gonna be the last game of the night. That's 2 for Trivia Murder Party. 3 for Trivia Murder Party. Okay, now we've got actually have a tie. Earwax and Trivia Murder Party. If it's the last game, it is indeed the last game because it's already 2 o'clock. Oh, Yon's Lion's going for a trivia murder or earwax. Jake saying a trivia murder party. Ah! Switching from earwax. All right, that's going to be trivia murder party with 4, but earwax down to 3 because Jake is switching. Jake will switch to. All right. Yon Lions switching to the trivia murder party, which means I actually can stay in this game and just back out. Alright, bye UCDO. Alright, here's the code for Trivia Murder Party in 3, 2, 1. Boom, the code is Ivy Deer, apparently. Or Evader? Why does it look like there are more games than there ever was on the Jackbox Party Pack 6? Yeah, aren't there 6 actually? Sayonara. Correct. Yeah, I thought there were 6. Oh well. We got our 8 people and 1 in the audience.
The local
wait,
residents
that's good.
familiar with
Too late. Oh no, Lion, sorry.
This is your wake-up call.
People are very fast
Prepare
with
to
this.
die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party.
Next time we play Trivia Murder Party, remind me
was alive,
that you
luring
did
into
not
this
get
deadly
in last
trivia
time.
game.
Oh, I forgot to log in. Oh no. I'm
Only
sorry, I
one
forgot
of
to
you
remind
will
you.
survive. Also, if you have any feedback on the hotel side of things, please pull me aside during the game. I'm all ears.
I normally
Okay, first question.
require the login, but you can draw rude
What does
stuff
it
on
mean
here.
to describe someone as milquetoast?
Remind me next time if you're here for
Use your
Trivia
device
Murder
to
Party,
answer
and
the
I will give you a
question.
code for it. Okay?
That means the audience, too.
Me? Oh, sure. You didn't. You wanted to get in. You didn't have a chance to.
And the correct answer
I forgot
is-
to remind you.
Who got the question right?
Oh wow, a lot of people knew that one.
Which leaves only you. Come with me.
Come with me. It's not quite the same.
Housekeeping!
Housekeeping!
We're at room 105. It's the mind meld.
Excuse me,
Type in an
housekeeping?
answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too. And if anyone matches you, you die. Write your answers now.
One versus 7 is an oof, but I'm waiting. Wow, no one picked that one? Wow, people got all the other answers. I waited so that
Time's almost
because
up.
I figured. Terrible category? Yeah, get the good
Now,
answers then.
let's see if there are any matches.
Wow.
No matches, but I wanted to believe.
Believe.
Only one of you can survive
the
this
4
game.
hobbits.
And who knows? Maybe it'll
Elf,
be the audience.
a dwarf.
Hey, audience, good
2
luck out
humans,
there.
right?
Hot tip.
And
you can join
Gandalf.
the audience at any time.
It's Strider?
Let's try another one. What is rum made from? Who picked
the other human? But you could have put Gandalf as well.
Which leaves only you.
Yes, rum is
Follow me.
traditionally made from sugar cane.
Welcome back to the killing room.
The more you know.
This one's just about me giving you a gift.
Oh, we got gifts.
It's a complimentary family nightmare in a box. Pick a box and keep what's inside. The water dance.
Samwise is your favorite? Interesting choice.
That's my father's hat.
It's Dad's
I
hat.
want you to wear it. Oh, so you finally returned from the grocery store, huh, Father? I don't care who wins, as long as it's not you.
Sam's true heroes removed. Sam saved the world. Yes, there's two hats. It is. I think we have had the father's ending, though.
Let's keep moving. Just like my third cousin Torvald, which of these famous dancers died when her scarf got tangled in the wheel of a car?
Wow, that happened. No capes!
Time's almost up. Who picked this?
Wow. Either a lot of
the rest of you, and I see you in there, Father.
Rare knowledge.
It's time.
Or people are really good
Let's
guessers.
play a dice game. Don't worry, this one's real straightforward.
One guesser, one person who knows.
The player who rolls the highest will die. But we've got some help to make this more interesting. You have an extra die that you can give to whoever
Random
you
guess?
want to make their odds worse.
I mean, that's just as valid. Why so much hate for after?
Now roll. The player with the highest total dies.
In theory, you could get as low as 7. That's not 7.
What can I say? Dice just roll like that.
You got close, though, considering you had 2 extra dice.
You're back. Okay, so don't
Sleeping
freak
egg,
out.
hello.
But you're a ghost now. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game.
Yeah, 2 extra dice
We're
and
here.
only 3.
When one player is left alive,
Extra.
we'll go to the final round. Next question. What is a Romanian longhorn? Time's running out. Who picked this?
Oh gosh, it was that? I forgot. I feel bad.
The rest of you, and that includes you, Father. Time for consequences.
I thought that might be it.
Oh good, it's my money pile. Take as much money as you want. But
Yeah,
take
I
the
know. I
most
was actually
money or
watching
the
Harry
least
Potter
money,
last night,
and
too.
You'll be sorry.
Deathly Hallows Part 2 was on.
Have fun out there. Okay, who took what? Uh-oh, the most greedy and least greedy must be punished. Your death doesn't mean that hat has to leave the game. There's a wheel on your controller right now, and you have a few seconds to bequeath it to another player. But you have to do it right now.
Time to bequeath it.
Good news! Our recently deceased player had a will. It says they left their gift to you.
What?
What a wonderful burden to receive.
Why?
Let's try another one.
No.
Who cannot reproduce?
Because you killed me? I didn't... I mean, you killed yourself! Revenge. In revenge, I give you this hat. Most likely to win. No, we've already had the father.
Almost out of time. Who picked this?
Mules are sterile, Beetle.
Which
Now
means
you know.
only you. And it's like totally my dad.
And Dad.
I want to show you something. I hope you're good with instructions. Follow as many rules as you can before time runs out. Everyone else is playing too. If any of them correctly follow more rules than you, I will kill you. The rules are already on your device. Go, go! Most of the exciting stuff is happening on the controllers right now. So, you know. Almost out of rules time. You got outruled.
Woo, 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 just by one. Hey, Wolf. Two are right hot on my tail. That's not what I said.
My parents always discouraged my desire to become famous. They said that's how serial killers get caught. They never really got me, you know?
By one. By one.
Let's keep moving. Where was Marco Polo born?
In a swimming pool? Marco Polo. I don't know why Marco Polo became a cool game, but is it because of water polo?
Who picked
It was born in Italy. Yes.
The rest of you who are still alive, and also if you're my father, it's time.
Jake, why?
Oh hey, more dice. Roll as much as you want to add to your score. I'll kill the player with the lowest score. But go over 21 and you die instead. And don't forget,
Everyone
if they
likes to
roll a
make the
skull,
streamer suffer.
that adds 1 to everyone's score. Honestly, it's mostly just an excuse to use these cool skull dice.
Oh, you're dead. That was a bad roll.
Ooh, busted. Skulls, dice, explosions. Now that's entertainment.
Especially if the explosions are from the skull dice. We would all have to tie on the roll and then get pushed over. Why's my
Let's
brain
try
so
another
big? I
one.
just pick up a lot of random info.
What character did author Beatrix Potter create?
Ah, this one I know. People put messy things in your voicemail box?
Who picked this? Only
You
a
never read
ghost got
Peter
it
Rabbit
wrong.
when you were
But I refuse to
small
acknowledge
puppy?
a reality where you're right, Father. Come with me. I'm giving you the laziest gift of all. A scratch ticket. Scratch and find $3 to live. If you keep scratching, I'll give you cash for every $sign you find. But if you scratch off even one skull, you die.
All right, here's my game plan.
Scratch away.
Oh,
If you have a losing ticket, come with me. I'll kill you, Daddy! I know you have bigger concerns right now, but you only have a few seconds to fill out that wheel on your controller. Just an FYI.
Rah!
I found another will. The family burden has been dumped on you.
Yeah, you're laughing. You're laughing now, but not for long.
Let's keep moving. What's gross? Time's almost up. Who picked this?
Like gross profit. Or, no,
You
sorry,
seem
gross
to have made an error, Father.
Gross income.
Time for consequences.
Means that before deductions, your net is after deductions.
The lost art of letter writing. I'm going to dictate a message to you. Write down as much of what I say as you can.
Miller. I got Miller.
Everyone else will be typing too. And if anyone does a better job than you, you die. You're lucky this is such a good letter, and I'm starting it now. Dear police, no need to stop by again. That's quite enough. That said, Officer Jones and Officer Smith are a delight. Officer Smith did a pratfall in some carpet blood. Officer Jones took a video for social media. I retweeted it. Time's up. Okay, now let me just collect your letters, and here's how you did.
There you go.
But did anyone do better than you? You were not the best. What is this garbage? I've seen Reddit threads that make more sense than this.
The hat kills again. But the hat does not change hands because if you're the second to last
Only
person...
one of you is still alive. You know what that
How you doing? We're doing great. This is unfortunately the last game of the night because it's 2:18 in the morning here.
Glad to see you're the one to make it here alive.
Miller.
But will you be the one to escape? I'm going to give you a
Good
category.
clip. To watch it later. Go ahead and post it.
Metric system units of measurement. Tap each answer that fits the category. Let's see the right answers.
Yeah, you gotta win.
You advance 1 space for every correct answer.
For the special ending.
You're a little bit closer to escaping.
All good?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to be just
usually
you?
start
That's
our
cute. If a ghost
Jackbox
catches up
time
with you,
around
they will steal your life force.
10:30
Then they can escape
to
and win the
11:30.
game. Here's
Pacific
everyone's
time.
next question. And they get a third chance to help them catch up to you. Time is almost up.
Depends on how involved we get in the Japanese. Sometimes our Japanese lesson runs long.
Moving on. Primates.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to everyone who came in since the last time I said happy Thanksgiving. Oh. Rain is running away
this is
with it.
turning into a serious lead. marine mammals. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. It's
Why did
only
it take it as mammals? It
darkness.
was mammals.
Old Testament books. Time is almost up. The ghosts are catching
We're all
up.
kind of staying together as a group.
Don't let the
Oh.
darkness hit you on the way out.
Someone missed.
Roman numerals. Ugh, I gotta get some harder questions.
IVX LCDM.
Renaissance artwork.
Oh, the thinker was later. Oh, oops. Is that
ghost can smell your life force.
Is that Cezanne?
There's always room in the darkness. This will
Carlos.
slow you down. You need a perfect answer for your final escape.
Gotta defeat
And that
Raid.
includes the third answer choice now, too.
Trip him up. Trip her up, Rain.
Time is almost up.
Carlos almost
You have to get
won.
all the right answers
They
to
would have
escape.
needed one more space.
You killed your friend. Better get away fast.
Well, I won't. You're almost in the
British
darkness.
Prime Ministers.
Boner law, indeed. I forgot about boner law since he came up in a different question. No special ending. We've had the father special ending, and we've had the knife special ending, but we're missing 4 of them. We're missing the glasses, the bomb, the wig for the mother, and we're the 4th one I forgot. I know there's 6. We died to the bomb, yes. But we did get the special ending with the dad, where it's like the happy song of playing with dad. Let's do our battle, and then we will check out who to raid. Low Wolf is playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Maudie Fox is playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. Pod's Dragon playing Super Mario Sunshine 2, 2, and 3. Sergeant Andrews playing Stalker Call of Pripyat. If it's Age of Calamity, you have to drop out. That's fair. I know you're playing it too. Velfra 13 kills, Sufi Avalia with 7, Blue Shift Labs with 6, Sufi Avalia with 6, Sincerely Summer with 6, and Mr. Food Frost Fiend with 4. Copycat Prime, Velfra Beatles, man, I'm getting some scrolls. Alright, that's it for tonight. Does anyone have any suggestions on who to raid? Somebody that they know with low numbers of viewers that we can raid and make their night? We laugh at the Brits, but we had a guy named John Boehner. We can one-up that. In California, one of our state senators is named Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner, yes, Anthony Weiner is quite famous. Trevor the Hyena, let's check it out. What are they playing? How many viewers do they have? For all the wrong reasons, yes, he got... For some reason, it's the ones named Weiner who are the ones caught, like, sexting people. It's kind of silly. Well, we've got 7 people playing, and Trevor is playing Fall Guys. The guy with the wiener pick. Yes, you'd think that if your last name is Wiener, you would know not to send wiener pictures. You'd think that would be like the one thing your parents would tell you not to do. Maybe it's his destiny? I mean, kind of. Alright, so are we going to go to Trevor the Hyena, who has 7? Or we've got Low Wolf with 2 playing Age of Calamity, Madi Fox playing Yakuza Like a Dragon with 2 viewers, or Pods Dragon, Super Mario Sunshine, Sergeant Andrews playing Stalker with 3. Remixer playing Spyro Trilogy. Yeah.
Now I lay my clothes out before I sleep. In the room safe, my wallet I keep.
Or if you want to go crash the party with DigiWolf Mobius, he's got 10, but he's doing more 3D art.
I hear the continental breakfast as coffee cake.
Game for whoever. Thanks for the street treat. Thanks for sticking around, Slyfox, this whole time. Alright, so we have 1 vote for Madi Fox. If no one else says anything, we'll go crash Madi playing a Yakuza Like a Dragon with only 2 viewers. This makes for great outro music. Get some metal, electric guitar shredding. For Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Let's raid Madi Fox. Supports Good Bean? You don't have to. Copycat giving a lot of subs today. Evie giving out 10. So many subs. Gonna have 3 stellar fun treatment. No worries. People have stuff to do. I understand. Happy Thanksgiving. On the stream, you're welcome, Belfra. Thanks for always being here, everybody. Stay safe. Don't be risky. Feel free to bow out of your family Thanksgiving if you don't feel safe. But please be thankful this Thanksgiving for things you have. And I'm thankful for all of you making this a fun time. Like, I had so many streams where I had no one in it, and so I know what it's like. And that's partially why I like to raid people with almost no viewers, because I know that feeling. It's sad. It's demotivating. so we like to pay it forward. Good stream? I hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed the Japanese, the kind words, and the Jackbox. Don't deep fry turkey. Make sure you thaw it out if you do. Let's go show Maudie Fox some Fox Love Pounces. Have a good night. Bye!